はい、今回もエルデンリング、2週目ですね。NPC イベメインでやっていこうと思います。今回は、カーリアの方をやっていこうと思います。で、まずはイージーですね。
Well, look at you. We don't receive many visitors. I presume you are tarnished? What brings you here? Oh, pardon me. It's hardly my place to ask, is it? I am E.G., a blacksmith who once served the Carian royals. An old codger who refuses to retire his rusty hammer. So here I am, still quietly plying my trade on this spot. Perhaps you'd like a display? These bones are old, but still able.
お気をつけくださいですね。
Oh, watch out there. When I'm absorbed in my smithing, I lose sight of all else. If you come too close, I'm apt to cause you harm. I am, after all, terribly large compared to you, Tarnished. You don't know how hard it is not to break anything while I work.
話をする。
Brave Tarnished. A word of warning, if you please. This territory once belonged to the Carian royal family. Their manor lies not far beyond this point. When the Raya Lucaria Academy turned on the Carians, the Knights of the Cuckoo descended on this tract. After leveling it, they carried on to the manor. The Carians were taken off guard, but their strength had not waned, and they repelled the Knights' onslaught by conjuring an enchanted snare that remains potent to this day. That is why I say, Tarnished, don't go near the manor, unless you wish to lie with the corpses of the heedless Knights of the Cuckoo.
忠告
I've
について。
explained the peril of the enchanted snare that remains at the Royal Carian Manor. Whatever you do, brave Tarnished, stay away from that death trap.
ブライブに紹介され
Blythe
たですね。
actually did that. Did he? Quite a rare occurrence for such a guarded soul as he. Perhaps he sensed something unusual about you. At any rate, if you're friendly with Blythe, I've something else that might suit you. I've explained the peril of the enchanted snare that remains at the Royal Carian Manor. Whatever you do, brave Tani.
で、購入するにすると、ブライブと話していると、このカーリアの紋章みたいなのが手に入りますね。売ってありますね。戦技の消費 FP が少なくなるっていうタリスマンですね。で、まあ模色系の探石も4番まで売ってありますね。はい、では次に行ってみましょう。はい、ラニの魔術師等ですね。で、ラニに話しましょう。
Oh, again we cross paths. I believe I said my name was Rena when last we met. It pleaseth me to see Torrent hale and hearty, but tarnished. What business hast thou here? I have no memory of inking thee an invitation.
特に用はない。
No reason in particular thou claimest. Intriguing. Then mayhaps fate hath steered thee to this reunion. Wilt thou enter into my service? I am the witch Rani. I stole death long ago, and search now for the dark path. that I might one day upend the whole of it, and rid the world of all that came before. Well, has that roused thy interest?
使えない。
I see.
とりあえずちょっと使えな
More's
い
the。pity. Come to me again, shouldst thou change thy heart. Surrendering thyself into the service of a dull witch is not as frightful as thou fearest.
一回ロジェールと話してこようかな。ロジェールのイベントが確かあったと思うんで、ちょっとロジェールの方行ってきます。はい。円卓の方に戻ってきて、ちょっとロジェールと話してみましょう。
Always good to see you safe. So, what do you need? Maybe I should tell you. Lately, I feel I'm on the precipice of falling into a deep, fathomless slumber. And I have an inkling it could spell trouble for you somehow. So I just wanted to get the apology out of the way beforehand, since you're so scary and all.
ストーム流上の地下に行ってないからかな。多分それで
Oh.
かもしれないですね。ストームウィルの地下のただれた呪霊かなんかいうやつを倒してきてみましょうかね。それではちょっとそちらの方に行ってみたいと思います。はい、ストームウィルで地下の呪霊、ただれた呪霊だったかな、倒してきたんですが、もう眠ってますね。まあ1周目でロジェールは見てたので、まあいいかな。先にラニと会う前に、地下に行かなきゃダメだったのかもしれないですね。それではまた、ラニのところに戻ってみましょう。はい、ラニのところに戻ってきました。では話しかけましょう。
Ah, art thou persuaded to my cause? Then, again I shall ask, wilt thou enter into my service?
魔女ラニに使え
I see. A choice well made. Thou art a rare sword. Not many would have accepted the offer, but I require as much of those under my command. I anticipate good work from thee. Good. Then I ask we proceed with haste. There is, in my service, a half-woven warrior by the name of Blythe. I would have thee join him in searching for the hidden treasure of Nokron, the Eternal City. I have called for Blythe to greet thee below. Take from him the particulars. Ah, and there wilt thou find Iji, my war counselor, and Salavis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts also. Heed not their peculiarities. Feel secure in gaining from them what advantage thou canst. I am sure the others will be doing just the same. Speak with the three who await thee below. Thou needst not indulge them unduly, but they too wish to appraise thy worth. It hath been a passing long time since a newcomer entered my service after all.
はい、これで下にいる3人と話していきましょう。1周目の時ブライブと会ってなかったんで、ブライブはいなかったんですよね。イジーとセルブスだけだったんですよね。これがイジーですね。
Oh, so you were the one. Lady Rani has explained everything. Again, I am Iji, the Karian royal family's dedicated blacksmith and Lady Rani's war counselor. I'm told that you are searching for Nokron with Blythe. I will give you whatever guidance I can, and pray for your success. My apologies for the misleading words of warning. I never imagined that an audience, let alone service to Lady Rani, was in your fate. I, for one, should have seen it, but I did not. Do forgive me, my fellow. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani. Let us give all that we can of ourselves, together, for Lady Rani.
はい、次行きましょう。ブライブですね。
Long time, friend. Blythe, if you've forgotten. Glad to have you in the service of Mistress Rani. Well, getting right to business. I'm still in Limgrave. The eternal city of Nokron lies somewhere at the bottom of this land. I'm planning to go below through the well in the Mistwood. See if I can't find the road to Nokron from there. I'm going below through the well and see if I can't find. Don't keep me waiting.
はい、次はセルブスですね。
I see. You must be Rani's new hireling. Yes, yes, I've heard all about you. I am Celovis, preceptor in the sorcerous arts. I don't know what it is the mistress sees in a provincial tarnished like you. But since we have the misfortune of serving the same lady, I ask that you kindly try not to drag us all down with you. I reside in another tower close by. Come and pay me a visit. Should you wish to be of actual service to Mistress Rani. If it were up to me, I wouldn't waste my time on the likes of you. But who am I to stand against the wishes of my lady? I reside, come and pay me, should you. If it were up to me, but who am I?
はい、3人と話したので、またラニのとこに戻りましょう。1周目の時、セルブスのイベントが最後までできなかったんですよね。結局だからセルブスのイベントも、やっていきたいとは思ってますね。
Allow me to forewarn thee. I shall soon enter my slumber, and it will be some time before I wake. This doll's body is not without its hindrances. Still, I have high hopes for thee. I look forward to the good news when I arise. I shall soon enter, and it will be some time. I look for.
はい、これで、一応ラニと話し終えましたので次に進めますね。でセルブスのところに行ってみましょうかね。次ははい、セルブスの魔術師塔ですね。
Well, well, you took me at my word. Did you not realize I was merely being polite? Oh, you provincials never cease to amaze. I suppose you're here now. Perhaps I'll give you something to do. I'd like you to find a woman called Neferi to administer a potion. Even you can do that much, can't you?
使いを受け
Good, good. Now I shall hand over the potion in question.
セルブスの制約かな。
Find Nefeli and ensure she drinks it. I expect glad tidings, and soon. I've no time for idle chit-chat. The only thing I will hear from you is a report of your task's completion. Are we understood? Then I have enough on my plate.
はい。で、この近くでも、まだちょっとやることがあるので、そちらを先にやっていきましょう。はい、セルブスの塔の近くですね。この辺にスカラベがいます。そこから、上官の方に降りていけるんですよね。で、ここからかな。で、ずーっと下に降りていきますね。で、ここからはしごがあって下に入れます。あそこの祝福があるところですねの上側に出てきます。で、ここに
Oh, you? Sorry, Your Worship. I apologize for any offense given. I am Pidya, servant to the Karian royal family. I am charged with maintaining these ghastly dolls. Your Worship, allow me to be of use. Other than the puppets, there are some very fine things up here in this storeroom. Why not pick something out before you go? But please, can you offer poor ill-starred Pidya a little something by way of compensation?
で、購入すると、一応ここには、雫の妖精があります。まあこれは買っておいた方がいいでしょうね。あと、まあ結構珍しいもの売ってるんで、欲しいものがあれば買っておくみたいな感じですね。で、古ぼけた地図っていうのもあるんですが、これは、セルブスのイベントで関係あります。まあ、買っても買わなくてもどちらでもいいですが、まあ、ヒントみたいなのが書いてありますね。では、次に行ってみましょう。はい、後ろに見えてるのが、ラニの魔術師塔ですね。そこから降りていって、まあ、この辺にドラゴンいたと思うんですけど、まあ、戦っても、逃げていくんで、途中で。絶対にですね。まあ、戦っても戦わなくてもいいんですが、そこに行ったところあたり。で、ここにモブの敵が多分1人いると思うんですよね。で、ここが隠し扉になってます。そこをローリングで開けてあげたら地下が現れますね。で、中に入っていくと、こういう人形がいっぱい置いてある部屋がありますね。で、ここに、一つサインがありますね。セルブツの傀儡触れるべからずっていうねサインがあります。で、ここはセルブスの、隠し部屋みたいな感じですね。で、さらに奥があります。こういうふうにですね。絵描きのボロ屋っていうとこですねの祝福 のところですね。でここに、絵画があります。ではこの場所に行ってみましょう。はい、現在の場所がカーリアですね。カーリア城下の裏手っていうところからこちらの墓場みたいなところがあるんですが、そこのここですね。でここに現れますね。幼年学徒の帽子とローブですねと雫の妖精がもらえますね。この場所ですね。この近くに白金人の位牌もあるので、まあ取りに来ていた方がいいかなっていう感じですね。はい、円卓のギデオンのところに今来てますね。でセルブスの制約を持ってくるとちょっと話が変わりますね。セルブスの制約を見せる。
Is that potion what I think it is? Bloody Celibus. I suppose he's up to something again. Oh, I won't interfere. You go ahead and do what you must. The Round Table has no code to speak of. But I ask you this. Are you really going to do the bidding of that twisted dolly botherer? Or would you rather hand that potion to me and see if we can't get one over on the bastard?
まあ渡すこともできるんですが、まあ1周目を渡してるんで今回は渡さないでいこうと思います。
I won't force you. If you want to do that dolly botherer's bidding, that's up to you. Not that I could fathom why you'd want to.
はい、では次に行ってみようと思います。はい、大ルーンを2つ手に入れて、ギデオンのところに来てますね。
Well, I see you found another great room. Wonderful. You are a worthy fellow tarnished indeed. Make the journey to the capital, Leyndell, that lies to the east of the Altus Plateau, at the foot of the Erd Tree. The Two Fingers will deny your passage no longer. You may be our best hope. Find your way to the Elden Ring, for we are tarnished, and we must answer the call of grace. Journey to the capital. Let the Two Fingers will do. You may be.
はい、次に行きたいと思います。はい、コリンですね。
Further study of incantations, is it? I can happily spare.
話をする。
There's something I should mention to you as well. I'm thinking of leaving the Round Table Hold. Do you know of the noble Gold Mask? Though he was but a tarnished, living outside the lands between, he was a great scholar who foresaw the coming guidance of grace. And now, I hear he has come to the lands between alone, to contemplate the Golden Order. I wish nothing more than to seek his instruction, and perhaps even help him in his research. May the Golden Order shine.
はい、次に行きたいと思います。はい、今現在は、白金村の入り口ですね。この見えてる部分じゃなくてこれの下側、崖下側ですね。まあこの辺からずーっと行くとこの辺が毒の沼になってるんですよね。でそこから登ってこれるようなところがあります。でここにネフェリがいますね。
Oh, it's you. Well, what do you make of it? What's happened to this village? I witnessed a sight much the same in my infancy.
The oppression of the weak. Murder and pillage unchecked. A waking nightmare made by men. But this time, I'm a woman grown. And though the suffering cannot be undone, I can still mete out justice. Justice to the oppressors. Let the scars I carve remind them. I am Nefeli Lu, warrior. But this time, and though the justice to let the scars I carve.
はい、次に行ってみましょう。はい、白金村、ここのちょっと手前側に堕落調香師がいるとこですね。そこをちょっと上がってくるとなんか壺があるんですが、これに、まあ、攻撃でも何でもいいんですが、
Please no! Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me. I am Albus and Albinoric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemongers' hands.
聖樹の日割り符ですね。
And if you should meet the young Albinoric Latena, then please give it to her. A chosen land awaits us, Albinorics. The medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey. But for dear Latena, it is needed to fulfill her purpose. My legs will soon fade, and with them my life. Alas, this is the immovable fate of all Albinorics.
はい、では次に行ってみようと思います。はい、白金村に行った後、日割り符を手に入れた後ですね。半分をですね。祝福、大祝福の方に戻ってくると、炎車の侵入があります。で、炎車を倒したところですね、今。まあ、炎車っていうのはここにずっと無言で立ってた人ですね。で、アイテムを拾うと大返しリーズですねの防具が手に入ります。で、ギデオに話してみましょう。炎車についてっていうのがあるんで、それ。
My apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore. Ah, yes. By way of apology, allow me to tender some advice in regard to the half of the secret medallion you possess. Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure. Find the Albinoric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
はい、さっき手に入れたヒュアリフのもう片方ですねの情報が、ここで聞けますね。ではそちらの方に行ってみたいと思います。はい、今がですね、狼の眠るボロ屋っていう祝福ですね。で、ここの行き方が、湖脇の結晶洞窟、この辺ぐらいかな、入り口があるのが。ラスカーからまっすぐこの辺ぐらい入り口があるんですよね。で、ずーっと洞窟の中行ってボス倒して反対側に出てくるっていうルートですね。で、ここに来るとラティナがいますね。
Foul tarnished. What do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? Oh. Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you. Then I have no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinoric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me. The medallion's better off in your hands anyway. Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf Lobo. Will you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree. If you accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
願いを聞く。
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erdtree, in Castle Sol, on the mountain tops of the Giants, accessible by the grand lift of Rold. Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
はい、
Call upon me when
これ
needed.
で白金のラティアの位牌ですねが手に入ります。で、まあヒアリフの手がかりも、巨人のサンデーのソウル砦にあるという感じですね。では次に行ってみましょう。はい、円卓の方に戻ってきましたね。で、ここは、鍛冶屋とかがいる下の階ですね。ここが石鹸の鍵が使えるところですね。ここに、レフェリがいます。
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think.
はい、白金村から戻ってきて、ネフェリと話して、その後にギデオンですかね。
Journey to the cap of the Two Fingers. You may be our.
ネフェリの失意。
Ah, you've already heard. Indeed, it seemed the whelp harbored suspicions, so I had no further use for her. Honestly, what's a man to do? A determined plebeian is more wicked than an omen whore, quite frankly. I suspect that's just what the Queen wants. A dose of ambition to incite the tarnished.
はい、これでもう一度ネフェリのところに行ってみましょう。はい、これでネフェリと話してみますね。
Ah, you. Please, leave me be. It's pathetic, I know, but I need to think. So you know already, do you? Right. It's true. My father cast me out for indulging my emotions, forgetting the mission, punishment for offing his pawns. Lord Gideon has offered me guidance all my life. I would have done anything for him, to place him on the throne of Elden Lord. And yet though it was not my intent, I betrayed him. And I can no longer trust in Father. To think he'd order his men to enact such tragedy. Where is the justice he purports in that? He once told me that if he became Elden Lord, he would never allow the downtrodden to be cheated ever again. Was he simply lying to me? No. How could I say that? Father has always given me his guidance. And now, I've lost it.
これでセルブスの制約を持たすことができるようになりますね。で、1周目はギデオンに渡したんですよね。ですが2周目なので、渡してみようかと思います。
Medicine, is it? Fine. I'll take a dose. Perhaps it'll do me some good. It's very sweet, isn't it? And very...
で、話せなくなりましたね。では次に行ってみましょう。
Ah, so you made Nefeli drink the potion. Well done. You are a touch more useful than I had thought. Very well. Then you shall have your gift. Knowledge of the sorcerous arts under the tutelage of the great preceptor Celavis. I doubt much of it will lay within the grasp of a mere tarnished, but if you put your mind to it, perhaps you won't embarrass our lady. You wish to begin right this moment? Well, your impatience, though boorish, is understandable. Let's have at it.
はい、これで、ネフェルに渡すと魔術を学ぶことができるようになりますね。で、ここでスクロールなんかも渡したら増えるんですが、まあここではいいかなということですね。で、地下室を見つけてるとここに地下室についてっていうのが出てきますね。
You break into a man's private chambers, rooting about as you please. Your offishness knows no bounds. Fine and well. You tricked Nefeli and had her drink the potion. I believe that makes you my accomplice. You yearn for a puppet of your own, hmm? Well, normally one of your stature would never be allowed. But perhaps I can make a very special exception. Now, choose.
で、区物がもらえるようになりますね。まあ一応ここの区物は、全部持ってるんですよね。まあどれでもいいので、まあもらいましょうかね。
Begging for another lesson so soon. Doesn't mean.
はい、では次に行ってみましょう。はい、地下の方にやってきました。地上のここですね。シーフラ側の井戸から降りてきて、ずーっとですね、来たところですね。ここですね。 にブライブがいます。
Ah, good to see you. Apologies, mate, but I don't have much to report. I can see bloody Nokron right above me, but I'm absolutely stumped. I've tried all the gateways, to no avail. Perhaps it's time to ask Celebus. I recall that spiteful little rat acting like he knew something. Let's give him a squeeze. Show him just how sharp my teeth are. I jest. I wouldn't go that far. Besides, I should check on some things here. Leave this place to me. You just do what you feel is right. If either of us learns anything, we tell the other. Right? Leave this place to me. If either of us learn... And if we reach a dead end, Celebus rarely gives a straight answer. The first time. Leave this place to me. If either of us learns anything, we tell... And if we reach a dead end, I suppose we go back to the source. Celebus rarely gives a straight...
はい、セルブスが、何か知ってるみたいですね。ノクローンがどこになるのかな。まあとりあえず今の現状ではノクローンに行けないみたいなので、その方法をセルブスにちょっと聞いてこようと思います。はい、セレブスのところに戻ってきました。
Begging for another lesson so soon? There remains much to be done. Make it quick.
ノクローンについてですね。
Well, well, you're asking me about that, are you? The task was left to you and the mongrel, was it not? Not only are you incompetent, but shameless to boot. Well, there's no helping it. Now's as good a time as any. I'll let you in on it. There's a glintstone sorcerer by the name of Selin in Limgrave. She owes me for the help I gave her when she was expelled from the academy. I asked her to look into the matter some time ago. I'll write you a letter of introduction. Go ask her.
セルブスの招待状ですね。紹介状か。で、秘密の地下セルブスのですね、を発見していて、一度傀儡をもらっている状態で、新しい傀儡が欲しいというのがもう一度できますね。
You want another puppet? Quite the keen paramour, aren't we? But I'm afraid each and every one is like a child to me. I can hardly just give them away. Oh dear, what's to be done? Why don't you fetch me some starlight shards? If you can manage it, I'll gladly prepare a new puppet for you. The soul of every puppet has its own ambience. You'll soon come to know once you possess a few. And once each's predilections are known to you, the better you will be able to love them. Oh yes, you have much to look forward to further down this road.
傀儡を手に入れる。まあどれでもいいんですが、まあこれにしておきましょうかね。
You're proving to be quite the puppeteer. I've not had an apprentice for a very long time indeed. Begging for another lesson so soon. The remain.
で、秘密の話ですね。
Perhaps you'll be interested in a little scheme of mine. It will produce the finest of puppets, which I aspire to cherish with these very hands. A ploy to fool even Lady Rani. How does that sound?
興味があるでいいのかな。
I knew I had you pegged. You're just like me. Then I'd like you to procure something. A rather unique starlight shard that glistens with amber. With that, my special draft will gleam with nectar sweetness. And even a demigod would be slave to its charms.
告白の星光成功についてかな。
Procure it for me. The rather unique starlight shard that glistens with amber. With that, my special draft will gleam with nectar sweetness. And even a demigod would be slave to its charms.
とりあえずこれで OK かな。で、それのヒントが、ですね。召使いのピティが売っていたアイテムなんですよね。情報かな。古ぼけた地図っていうのが売ってたと思うんですよね。で、これを見てみましょう。と、こういう風な地図なんですよね。琥珀色に流れる光の群れが描かれている。この場所にあります。で、これは、アルター高原の方になるので、まだ行けないですね。今のところ。なので、先に、セレに会いに行こうと思います。はい、セレンのところにやってきましたね。
There you are, my apprentice. Shall we commence the lesson?
紹介状を見せる。
Well, well. Celibus is not a name I ever wanted to hear again. But fine. If it will help you, my apprentice, I offer my knowledge. The stars alter the fate of the Karian royal family, and the fate of your mistress, Rani. But long ago, General Radahn challenged the swirling constellations, and in a crushing victory arrested their cycles. Now he is the force that repulses the stars. If General Radahn were to die, the stars would resume their movement, and so too would Rani's destiny. You wish to continue very well.
はい、将軍ラダーンですねが星の動きを止めているので、ラダーンを倒さないといけないという話ですね。では次に行ってみましょう。はい、地下に戻ってきてブライブのところですね。
Ah, well met. What news?
セレンの話を伝える。
So Rani's fate is kept in stasis by Starscourge Radahn. That reminds me of something I heard. There's a festival being held at the castle on the southern edge of the Caelid Wilds, east of Limgrave. It's a festival of combat. And I heard that you can fight Radahn himself. He who was once called the strongest of all the demigods. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I think it's worth investigating. I'll be on my way to this festival of Radahn then. You're coming too, right? To Radahn's festivities. I'll meet you at Redmane Castle in Caelid. The way ahead is pleasingly simple. We fight, sword and fang. You're coming too, right? I'll meet you at Redmane. The way ahead is pleasingly simple.
はい、では次に行ってみましょう。はい、イジーのところに来ましたね。
Well, my fellow, how may I serve you? As war counselor or as blacksmith?
ノクローンについてで
I
す
take
ね。
it you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella. Well, it has a twin, known as Nokron, the other eternal city. After years of expeditions, we've determined the location of Nokron by going underground through the well in the Mistwood of Limgrave. You can see Nokron up above. Only we've failed to find a path leading to the city. Blythe's made a good go of it, but I'm afraid this has him quite stumped. To be honest, I'm not sure where to go from here.
ブライブについてですね。
Blythe is Lady Rani's stepbrother. Rani's mother, Queen Renala, approved of him, and they played like siblings from childhood. They were always happy to have me tag along as well. When Lady Rani renounced her flesh and chose the dark path of the Empyrean, Blythe and I swore allegiance as vassals. But none of us will ever forget our earliest days together. Promise to look after Blythe for me, will you? The man is honest to a fault. But fortunately, now he has you.
ノクローンについて
I
です
take
ね
it。you've heard of the eternal city of Noxtella. Well, after years of expeditions, by going under only Blythe's, to be honest.
はい、では次に行ってみましょう。はい、今回はこの辺にしとこうかなと思います。だいたいカーリアあたりのイベントですね。それと地下ですね。シーラフ川ですね。を今回やってきました。で、あと次に進めるには、ケイリットのラダン祭りを終わらせたり、アルター高原の方に行かないと進まないので、次は、ケイリットあたりのイベントをやっていこうかなと思ってます。それでは、ご視聴ありがとうございました。